Hello everyone, BlueJack287 here. Welcome back to an episode of Let's Play Banished. First of all, I want to apologize for my absence. I have had a busy few weeks. I was on vacation first, came back from vacation, and kind of had to hit the ground running. It was really busy, so I did not really have time to record. I also just kind of generally forgot to, or it just slipped my mind to actually be releasing my videos while I was gone on vacation, so I waited until the week I was back to do that. And then this week I've just been so busy I haven't really had a time to record. So I'm taking a quick 30 minutes out of my evening right now to do a recording for tomorrow. So this will be releasing on Friday, February 24th, where I am. Normally I am releasing Dwarf Fortress on Fridays, but I tend to fight. Getting a Dwarf Fortress up and running is a bit of a challenge sometimes, and for the sake of efficiency with my time, I'm just going to do episode of Banished. Next week we'll get back to doing Banished on Tuesdays and Dwarf Fortress on Fridays. Assuming anyway, Dwarf Fortress has been a little bit buggy on our playthrough, so we'll see how that goes. If that starts getting sketchy, I may have to cancel that one and switch to something else for a while. But so that's generally the plan. So again, my apologies here on just being MIA. That was not necessarily by choice. So. Alright, so we are looking at our little village here, our village of Lisco. We are up to 45 people, 11 which are children. Our food stores are shockingly low. We gotta work on that. I don't know why I've let that get so low. I think we might have our food services maxed out, which is a little concerning. Oops, sorry, weather notification on my phone. Yeah, we are actually maxed out in food service right now. I'm actually a little concerned about that. What are we gonna do? Can we switch? Okay, so they're both producing honey. I should have watched my last episode. I think I maybe added a bunch of food services, so we're gonna keep an eye on this. It might be okay, but we might need to build another fishing hut or something. Which I don't even know where we put one of those. Over here somewhere maybe, or down. Could do one right in this little point, I suppose. The most efficient thing would be another gathering hut, but we don't really have a good spot close to do a gathering hut. Where are you? Yeah, that's not a very good spot. The next most obvious spot would be here, but that is a long haul away from our little village. Down here, it's a horrible spot. Here would be, it's these are too far away. That's just too far away for the time being. What are we gonna do about that? Well, we're gonna let it play for the time being and see how it goes. It could be that this will actually perk up. So if I recall, we built this fishing dock right at the end of the last episode. And it is early spring. And I bet I just built a bunch of houses too. That's probably what's. Yeah, we got a bunch of young families. So I'm guessing. Excuse me. I'm guessing I just built a ton of little houses or new houses, and so that's what caused our food stores to drop. Which now they are gone completely, huh? Concerning. All right, let's maybe add another apiary. That's a quick and easy. Quickie. Let's do that. We just can't go this long without food. That's not good. So we can at least get another apiary added in. They're pretty good. They produce a lot of fun food, if I recall. Not as much as I'm remembering. Huh. Beekeepers are indeed maxed out. Maybe I should have done a fishing hut. Yeah. I'm actually going to cancel this building. We're going to do that. We're going to do another fishing hut, because we can fit more people into those. And we'll do right here, I guess. That's about the best spot we can do. And just extend that road. Whoa, that's a funky looking road, but that'll look cool, I think, actually. Go for a nice little meander along the river. That should be good. What do we got here? Oh, another blacksmith. Right. So we're going to need that eventually, just not immediate. So we get that extra food hut. So yeah, our food is actually bouncing back, which that's good. We do have one extra labor, so we can get another fisherman once that's going. Alright, how are we doing other things? Stone. We are a little low on stone. We have a lot of surface stone though, like over here. So we should be okay there. Can we even identify some for collection? I think that would be appropriate. We also just need, you know what? We're actually going to have to start up another foresting gathering area. Because even like our foresters are even maxed out, and it's not doing the job anymore. It's not meeting our needs anymore. So we are actually going to have to consider adding another gathering foresting area hunting. I'm actually going to go ahead and start planning that out now that I think about it. So what are we going to need? We're going to need a forester. And I'm going to have it nice and snug, so it's as close as we can be. Oh, there is a little hill there or something, so let's pause you there. Okay, I'm going to forget, but let's try and remember that pathway for this forestering is down. Right here. Pause you again. And then hunter. Oh, that's not right. Okay. I'm apparently a little bit anal about this, huh? Alright, so that's our, what, our forester? Yeah. Right, gatherer. Pause you. And then our hunter. Oh wait, that's not right, is it? That's not right again. God dang it. Okay. We'll get it right eventually here, boys. Food is still looking good in the meantime. Gathering hut. Oh, that was facing the right way. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Right, we're gonna go right here. Oop, oop, saving. There we go. Gotta have it perfect. Alright, now let's do the hunter this way, and we'll do that across from both of those. What is most appropriate? Like right there. Pause you. And then we're gonna want some houses over here too. There. And one there. Okay, so 2 houses, a forester, a gatherer, and a hunter. And we also will need to build a pathway over here so they have a little more efficient. It's going to take a long time for those to work, to get built. Alright, so we have a bunch of laborers. Let's add in a couple more fishermen and 1 extra forester for the time being. I think that's what would be appropriate. Other thing is, are we going to have enough stone for all this over here? I'm going to guess not. So 12, 24, 36, 44. We need 52 stone for that whole project. So let's pick up a little more stone. In there. So we're not doing anything else at the moment. That should be appropriate. Alright, so yeah, there we go. So that extra fisherman hut before did us some good. Now we're back up to 1,400 food already. I think I had a bunch of citizens that were, or townsfolk that were old enough to move out of their parents' house, and so I wanted to get that built as fast as possible. Oh, that's right, we had a fire last time too, didn't we? I actually forgot about that. But that's where we lost a lot of our food stores, actually, now that I think about it. Fires are very unfortunate. We even got a well. Oh, man. That's right, I remember that now. Yeah, because they weren't hauling from the well, they were hauling from the actual river, which is interesting. Okay. So since food is doing okay, I'm actually going to switch this one back over to beeswax. I think we probably have a lot of it. No, we're actually out of beeswax. Okay, yeah, let's get some beeswax again so we can continue making candles. We are making 2 products right now we can use to sell. So one is we're making glass, the other is we're making candles. There is that guy making. Oh, there's our glassworks there. Oh, that's right. He also uses firewood. I forgot about that. Yeah, we just need to. gonna get this road placed. So they'll go ahead and get that carved or built, made, however you want to put it. And then we're also going to want to put a baby stockpile over there. So we'll get this other extra foresting area. So this will just give us more lumber into the pool of things. Lumber is still an issue, or firewood's still a huge issue. I'm actually a little worried about that now that I think about it. Let's we're gonna do some clear cutting, I think. Just give me some trees. Oh, we got a trader. What's you bringing me? You gonna bring me something good? Now... Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. That can't be real chickens, right? Because he has 83 of them. Alright. We're going to pull up the Banished wiki. Hang on. I don't think those are actual chickens because... Banished chickens. Because the fact that he has 83 of them is actually kind of insane. 400 per chicken. Yeah, I think that's actual chicken meat. Because according to that, that should be 400 per person, or 400 per chicken. And it's like 3. There's no way that's an actual chicken. That's just chicken meat. Come on, let's go. There we go. Yeah. So he just brought food. So I'm going to dismiss him. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Damn, I got excited for a second because I thought I saw a chicken. I'm like, hey, we can get some chickens. That would be fantastic, but it's not what it is so far. Okay, actually, we don't need an extra channel there. Let's just go ahead and we'll do one extra fisherman, I guess. Since we do have a lot of things to do right now, having an extra laborer will not hurt. Our builders will also be working as laborers right now. And now that I'm thinking about things, I'm going to go ahead and place another woodcutter hut. I'm not going to build it yet, but I want it placed because we're going to need it soon. Because the one is not cutting it at the moment. 24 logs, 8 stone. You know what? We're actually going to build this now. We have enough stuff. Yeah. Huh. I didn't catch on that we did our wood cutting is not up to snuff. So let's get that fixed. Alright, so hopefully they'll get this road. No, it looks like they're still working on the road. There's no real point in building any of the stuff out here until this road is in place because it will take so long without a path to get over here. By the time they get over here and hammer twice, they'll have to go back and get food and something warm. So there's just no point in unlocking any of those buildings quite yet. And we also are going to have plenty of people ready to move out, so that will also be okay. Now, when we do this, it will cause our firewood and food stores to dip a tad. However, we are about to increase our food production and wood production quite a bit, so that should solve itself, I would hope. Still waiting on stuffs. Alright, so stone is looking really good right now. We have plenty now to build that whole extra addition onto our little village. Firewood, yeah, that's still gonna be an issue until we get this baby built. I wish they were hauling a little bit more. Let's maybe increase the priority of this. So they work on that instead of collecting wood or whatever else they have to do. Because we kind of need that now. I'm also going to cut the single... No, you know what? We'll leave the single solitary tree. It's fine. It can stay. Seriously, 2 stone. All you gotta do is bring 2 stone here. And this can be built, constructed. Let's do it, boys. There we go. Okay. So that can go now. How's this road coming? I think this road is actually done. Yeah, I think it's actually done. Good deal. So I'm going to wait for this to get built, and then we're going to start working on that next little foresting area. That would be probably our big project for the day. Come on, builders. Oh yeah, see, so we're starting having a ton of people come of age now. So we're definitely ready for some expansion. But the problem is, yeah, we're kind of getting maxed out in food sources now. But lumber is our big area of concern right now. Alright, so we are... Go ahead and open up our second woodcutter. Alright, so first thing we're going to do over here is a hut, or a house, and the foresting lodge. Whoa, hey, it's suddenly spring. They're going to all our snow. That changed real damn quick, didn't it? Alright, and we are still collecting some wood, and we're also getting wood out of our forest lodge too, so we'll see how this goes. I just feel like our foresting lodge is not as efficient right now as it should be, but it still has been kind of filling in areas, so hopefully I can continue to increase production there. And also keeping an eye on tools. We don't want that dipping too much. If that starts getting down in the teens and our blacksmith can't keep up, we're going to increase. There we go. Open up the second blacksmith and build it. We're going to need a lot of stuff for it, though, which is of mild concern. Oh yeah, I also need a tiny stockpile out here. I forgot about that. Let's just do a little 4x4. There we go. There we are. Oh, see, they were not done building this road. Shoot. I should look more pay more attention. I thought it was done. Hey, you forgot one little... What is this? Thank you. Okay, so they actually are still finishing that road over here, which is fine. That whole process will be slightly slow at the start, at least. They really just need to get this road finished. Why do you keep... Oh. I don't understand why he can't just not skip one little space. Alright, so they are cutting down for a forestry lodge. They're working on it. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. So food is actually looking really good right now. Probably didn't need to add that third fisherman dock, but it's fine. I also did take this off of beeswax, so I think if I just let it let them ride out that little food crunch, they would have been fine without me doing anything. I think I added enough during the last episode. Alright, but we definitely need to get some more houses built, because I'm sure we have a lot of people ready to move out of their parents' house. But I want to get this is where I want them to go. Yeah, so they're still collecting stuff. So, oh, it looks like the Forester Lodge is ready to be stocked with things. Windhouse still has some things to remove there. And we're still trying to get as much candles and glass over there as possible. We are getting there. Alright. They're starting to haul stuff over here. Good. I'm aware that logs are low. I have a few that are designated to be chopped down. If you would go ahead and cut them down, you'd be fine with logs. But they'd prefer to be difficult, it would seem. Come on, boys. Let's get a move on. Yeah, it actually kind of sucks not having the stockpile. Oh, we have another trader. What we got? Bamboo and pumpkin. Those are actual... That's actual produce, though. That's not plants. So I'm going to dismiss him. because I don't really have any use of that. I want what we're looking for with the trader is I'm looking for seeds so you can start farming, and I'm looking for animals, especially cows. Cows are fantastic in this game, so that's what I really want. And the reason I would say cows are amazing is because the big thing that so what you do is you build a pasture. All the cows get put in the pasture, and you designate some herdsmen. They'll take care of them. They'll the maximum number of animals you can have is dependent on the size of the pasture. As the herd is growing, they produce milk, and so you can use milk to produce like cheese and whatnot, or you can just use it straight up as food, which is fantastic. Once you hit the max number of animals in that pasture, then animals continue to be born, but the villagers will like automatically butcher the excess. And so when they do that, you'll get then, in addition to the milk that all the cows are producing, you'll also get meat, and you'll also get leather from them. And then you can use those, so it's an extra food source, and then you can also use it to make more clothing. So, and then once that pasture is maxed out, then you can build a second pasture, and you can actually split the herd, and so then both will get filled up. So it's just, you can really increase the population of how many animals you have a lot, and you can get a ton of food out of them. It's probably the best food source in the game, you could argue. So the Forester Lodge needs 6 more stone. Wooden house they have not started on, period. I would much prefer if they had, but they have not. And there we go, our firewood is maxed out. Fantastic. It's actually more than maxed out, which is really good. Oh man, they are really dragging their feet on this. So we need 2 more stone for the Forester Lodge. This is why adding an addition, or expanding in this manner, takes so long, is because you are so far away from here. By the time they get out here, do like 2 things, they are ready to go get a bit of food, and if it's winter, they have to go warm up. So that's why it's nice to build a house. I should almost just done the house first, so that they're out here, because then the AI will kind of automatically balance where the people are. So if it doesn't have building jobs out here, these would be the builders, essentially. And we actually do have enough people we could almost consider doing schools. And what schools do is that when the children become a certain age, instead of being adults, they go into school, which is this middle number of students, and then eventually they'll hit adulthood again. But once they've gone through school, they're better at whatever jobs they do. So some people argue that you can start doing schools immediately, but in my experience in the early growing, I don't like doing that, because it kind of like you need adults. Like early on, to be able to do anything, you need adults. And if all your children are going in and being students, they are delayed at coming out and doing a job for a lot longer. So when you actually need them to be fishing or cutting down logs or whatever. So I prefer to delay on building the schools for that very reason. Okay, this house is ready to go up. We are at 83% on our Forester Lodge. Let's hurry up and get that going, please. And then once these 2 are done, I'm going to open up a house and another gathering hut. Okay, there they go. Good. They're clearing out this little stockpile, which is good. Alright, there's our Forester Lodge. Good. So that's going to kind of suck for the time being until we get this house, because these people are going to become foresters 100%. It may not be when they first move in, but soon enough the AI will balance that out. Come on, let's go. And go. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to do a second house, and I think the gathering hut. You know what? No, we're going to do the hunting lodge, because food is looking fantastic right now. So gathering hut is way better at producing food. What I'm more interested in is getting the leather from the hunting lodge. So once the hunting cabin gets built, I'll probably take some people out of fishing and put them into hunting, so we can get a little more leather production. Everything's looking pretty good right now. We are coming up on winter. So that actually made them a gatherer and a builder, huh? That makes no... I think eventually it'll swap these over to being foresters, if I recall. Because it wants to, like, houses, the people that live in a house are usually going to be working at the closest building. And so this is obviously the Forester Lodge. So I think, oh yeah, so that one switched over to Forester. I have a feeling this Delver will also flip over to Forester before too long. Or may flip over to a Hunter too, because that's going to be coming up soon. We were way overdue to be expanding. Yeah, so we're up to a whole bunch of stuff now. I'm gonna add in a couple of foresters for the time being. Let's try and get those logs, that log stores up. So we don't have a whole lot. That's gonna disappear quite drastically now that it's winter. So we're almost got that area for the hunting cabin cleared. So we haven't gotten a ton done today. We're doing pretty good though. Oh, there we did lose someone of old age, huh? Yeah, our number of children are dropping though. We definitely need to get peeps moved out of their houses so they can... Oh, we lost another person to old age. Holy moly. So those would be our original settlers, are getting to the point where they are old enough they are going to start dying. So we might notice a tiny little dip in our population from that. Like there we go, 62, 57, 49, 48, 62, 56. So one thing you do have to be careful about when you start losing people due to old age is that it does free up a ton of houses. And when you free up a ton of houses, young people move in. And so if you're in the process of building new houses, like over here, you're gonna notice a sizable drop in your food because suddenly you'll notice a sudden upsurge in children born because then you're having essentially double the number of people move out of their houses and into their own, so they can start producing children. So, I really want you guys to finish this house, guys. Oh, there we go. So they've already had a child. That's good. Are they? Yeah, let's see. Now they're both foresters. So yeah, the computer will slowly switch over their jobs so that the people in the house closest to whatever workable building will be doing that job. I really want this house to start going up, though. I want that ready to go, boys. Ready to go. I want it ready to go. So the hunting cabin can now be built. Good. Now let's get this house going, please. And then once we get these two built, we will open up the gathering hut and work on that. Oh, and here comes a trader. Hey, bring me something good, boy. Bring me some cows. How about some cows? Trauma visits cows. I don't know if we'll have enough to actually trade for them. Coal and steel tools. I don't think we need those, so I'm going to dismiss him. Coal will be somewhat interesting because we can use it as fuel, and we can also use it to make steel tools, but not that big a deal as far as I'm concerned. The fishing or hunting cabin is going up. And the house needs 9 more logs, and they can work on that. There we go. I'm going to add in 1 hunter for the time being. And actually, we are going to drop down 2 fishermen and put those other 2 into hunting. There you go, because I like to produce more leather. We need some more coats for our peeps. The peeps need coats. Let's get that house built. Come on, let's do it. Actually, might need a third house in our main village. Honestly. Alright, so this will be the same process over here as in our first area. So everywhere within the circle is worked by the Forester Lodge, and as we can see there's plenty of non-wood stuff within this Forester Lodge. They will slowly work on collecting all the stone until it becomes solid trees. It's part of the reason, another reason why doing the gathering hut first is not that big a deal, or it isn't. If we were to do the gathering hut first, is we have a lot of area that's actually not producing any like plants, so until this gets cleared up, the gathering hut isn't completely optimal. Stuck at 61%, huh? Alright, well, there you have it. There you have it. I don't know what you builders are doing. There's nothing else to do but build this house that has been ready for a while. I think, nope, you appear to be a forester or something. Are you coming to build the house? Yay! Alright, good. Citizen name Brienne. Alright. She is 18. Oh, see, now she has to go back and get food. And we're only at 77%. This is really frustrating. I wanted to get this house built, and then I was going to cut off the episode, but they are really dragging their feet. Apparently our citizens have better things to do than build the house. Even though they don't, because I know, because I'm telling them what to do. Still at 77%. Children, let's go. See, like this, I'm getting uncomfortable because our number of children are really dropping. Alright, let's go ahead and increase the priority of this. Oh, there they go. Let's just get this finished up while you're out here, okay? Because I'm actually gonna build this. There we go. So that is ready. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and designate another house to be built. We are not gonna worry about that this episode. I'm just gonna place it, and then I'll work on it for next episode. We'll put you. We can't do there. We'll do that. There we go. Okay.